The writing systems developed within 2500 to 2900 BCE were a contributing factor to the modern emphasis on the use of written script as a means of recording information and communication. Before the development of letter form, however, came the initial development of written language. Our Western alphabet followed a path that was millennia in the making. The Sumerian people were one of the earliest known civilizations to develop a writing system, occurring some 5,000 years ago. This system would influence script in the Mesopotamian area, modern-day Iraq, Syria, Turkey and Iran, for the next 300 years, denoting not one, but several systems. Eventually these writing styles became known as cuneiform. The word cuneiform, meaning wedge shape, originated from the Latin word cuneus, wedge. Cuneiform was not a language, merely an elaborate set of symbols engraved on small clay tokens, invented originally for accounting and distribution of resources, but soon enough was adapted to record stories of gods and kings. Around 2800 BCE, the script underwent significant changes, evolving from a pictographic-based system to more abstract forms, allowing cuneiform to function both semantically and phonetically. Around the same time, the direction of the writing changed. Rather than reading from top to bottom, it changed left to right, perhaps allowing scribes to see their work or to keep the clay from smearing. The Sumerian writing system was modified and passed down from one culture to another, predominantly in Mesopotamia. Much like Latin, the Sumerian language died out, but was used as a written language continually until the 1st century CE. This made it one of the longest used writing systems in the world. Old Elamite is believed to consist of around 80 characters and symbols, written in vertical columns and running from top to bottom and left to right, allowing a consistency which assisted in leading to a wider use. Due to the Elamites' dominance over East Mesopotamia, Proto-Elamite script had great influence over cultures it encountered. The oldest of the known Elamite scripts is known as Proto-Elamite and is thought to have first appeared around 3100 BCE in Sus, in southwestern Persia, today known as Iran. The Proto-Elamite script is thought to have been developed from an early Sumerian script. This script consists of over 1,000 known signs and symbols and is theorized to be partly logographic. It has yet to be completely deciphered, which has led to a lack of knowledge in regard to when it was first used and its minor evolutionary steps in relation to its influence on and by the people and the cultures it encountered as it spread. Old Elamite was a syllabic-based script developed from the Proto-Elamite script. Old Elamite has only been partially interpreted. This means only a small amount of information has been analysed, allowing a narrow vision of the intended use of the script. The history of pictograms show highly detailed forms of art, which were used to illustrate a specific scene. As society evolved, the need to communicate became essential. Therefore, symbols were simplified and standardized. Hieroglyphs originated from the Greek term scribed writing, and it is known as one of the earliest forms of pictograms. Historically, it is believed that hieroglyphic script was around during the same era of cuneiform. Unlike the evolution of cuneiform structure, the hieroglyphs remained as a pictographic representation of signs. The hieroglyphic symbols were derived from objects of the Egyptian world, and often they were represented sideways. At the beginning of the hieroglyphic development, the symbols were mainly used for accounting, but quickly evolved into an elaborate system of written communication. In the Egyptian hieroglyphic style, two forms of script were used. They were word signs or logograms and syllabic signs, such as ampersand for and, $sign for dollars, and equal sign for equals. Today, languages have developed to use similar word signs. While the English language, like many modern languages, uses sound to represent each letter, the Egyptian language reflected a sound with a syllable, or sometimes multiple syllables. Consequently, there were hundreds of syllabic signs. In conclusion, it has been seen that historical societies use visual representation to relay information. However, as the need for communication became essential, individual characters were formed. As discussed, during the initial stages of script development, symbols and signs were complex. As script developed and evolved through these ancient writing systems, written communication became standardized, creating a simple yet effective mode of communication used in all facets of modern life, including design.